Hello, everybody. What is up, my friends? Welcome, welcome. I am Phil. Phil, I am. Philium. Remember when I used to say that on the pre-stream? I actually remembered about it. I'm Philium. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, 2019. I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you to my gameplay stream. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing? I hope I find you well. I hope that you are having a good day. And I hope that you are excited for today's festivities. I know that I am, alright? So, this lovely, lovely day. And it's actually much cooler here in Washington today than it has been recently. It's weird because we've had a lot of just very hot weather this summer. And in particular, in Washington State, we usually get about, I'd say, maybe 2 really, really hot weeks during the summertime, and then the rest of the summer is kind of like almost moderate weather, not very hot. This year, we didn't really get those 2 really hot weeks. Instead, we got consistently just under really hot temperatures. So usually it's like 2 weeks where it's like in the 90 degrees, really, really warm. That's Fahrenheit, by the way. That's not Celsius. Within the rest of the summer, there'll be like cloud cover, rain, and it'll be like in the 70s. Well, this summer we had the 80s pretty consistently and a ton of sun. This is the first cloudy day that we've had in a long time. And I'm happy for it, trust me, because when it's cloudy, it lets it be nice and cool and relaxing. And I don't have to heat up here in the office in the afternoon. It doesn't heat up like an oven because there's no sun beating down on the front of the office during the afternoon. So, I'm pretty happy that today is not going to be a super, warm day. And in reality, what I'm hoping is that I can get rid of the air conditioner in the office very soon. I mean, it's freaking September, and I'm still running the air conditioner in the office, okay? I'm hoping that within maybe the next couple of weeks, that would be the end of it. And what I could do is open up the window and start having the fan again, blowing air across the office like I had for the other half of the year. Nice quiet fan that I have. So, hopefully that's the case, all right? And really, we are winding down, even though it technically is still the summer. I think everyone's starting to get into an autumn vibe, right? Everywhere I go in the stores, everything's autumn. We got Halloween stuff out already, which is pretty crazy. We are definitely into the hardcore gaming season of the fall. We've already gotten our first slew of new releases. And today we're actually going to be wrapping up 2 of those games that I've been playing. One of them that just a new release from this last week, and the other one a game that I've been playing since freaking June. Yes. So let's talk about that, everybody. Today, we are finishing up Blair Witch on the first gameplay stream. Now, Blair Witch, I've played 2 sessions of. One was Friday night, and I believe one was Saturday night. 2 hours each. So we're essentially about 4 hours into the game, although admittedly the first hour I was wandering around for a good half hour not knowing what to do. So I guess if you were talking progress-wise, we're about 3.5 hours into the game. From someone who has beaten the game, they told me during the end of the last stream, I've got about 3 to 4 hours left in the game, and that the final 2 hours of the game are actually scary. Because the one criticism I've been saying about Blair Witch is, it's interesting, alright, the plot is interesting, but it's really psychological horror. There hasn't been anything in the game too scary. The few things like the monsters in the game are just tree creatures. And they're not very scary looking. There's really not much in the realm of jump scares or anything in the game. It really is just a lot of psychological style horror. And that's okay, but it's not a very scary game in my opinion, at least so far. So, from what I'm going to understand now, it's going to get way more scary at the end of the game. Alright? Supposedly. I don't know. I haven't played it, but this is what I'm being told. The end of the game is more scary than the rest. Alright? So if that's the case, good. I'd like it to be scary. I'd like to get some scares in today, because honestly, in the first 3.5, 4 hours, I haven't really been scared once. Versus the other horror game that we were playing, Man of Medan, had a lot of jump scares in it that were quite funny, too. You know, you get scared at something right away, you laugh your ass off afterward at how silly it is that you just got scared. I love that. So let's hope that there's actually some horror in the game. Cat agrees with me in the stream chat, just said, for a game called Blair Witch, shouldn't there be like a witch? I mean, yeah, I guess. There hasn't been it yet, you're right. There hasn't been a single one, although this crazy guy Carver has referenced she a lot, and there has been a female voice in some of the scenes talking to you. So maybe there will actually be a Blair Witch at the end of the game. I don't know. Maybe there will be. Okay. I guess we'll find out. So, yes, we're going to continue on with Blair Witch today. Now, I just got to forewarn you guys. Up to now, the 2 sessions of Blair Witch that I did, I played it basically in the dark. I'm not going to be able to do that today. Reason being, it's daytime. You know, it's daytime. The sun, you know, even though there's clouds out, it's still pretty bright outside. So, I don't think it would look very good. I mean, the one thing I could maybe do... Let me see something here. Hold on. Let's test this. Okay. So I just turned off my lamp completely. Let's quickly go over to the session, to the thing here. Let's see. So here I am. So the lamp is completely off. This is what it looks like in my office right now. I mean, the only thing I could do, I could turn on this light like I've been doing. See? You guys like that? Okay, we could do this, I guess. But here's the thing. Like, this will only work if the sun stays behind the clouds. All right? So we could do it like this, but if the sun comes out, this whole office is going to be bright as hell. And that's the problem, is that you can't really keep a dark atmosphere during the daytime here in the office all the time. We just lucked out that today I'm playing Blair Witch and it's actually cloudy outside. So if it stays cloudy, I guess we could keep it like this. All right? So we'll try it like this. We'll see how it goes. All right, so yeah, so we're going to try to wrap up Blair Witch today. Right here on the stream. Hopefully we do get to finish it. If what I've been told is correct, and that'll be good, that I'll put it into the second horror game of the week. Then tonight, after freaking 3 months, right? Well, actually, I guess it's about 2.5 months. We're finally going to wrap up Judgment tonight, everybody. I mean, this is a game that I've been playing since late June, and we're finally going to get our conclusion, our answers. We're finally going to see, you know, how things turn out in Judgment. Will there actually be judgment? Will Kuroiwa pay for his crimes? Will the people working at the ADC finally, you know, get their just desserts? Or are they all going to get away with it? We don't know. We're going to find out, all right? So, that's going to be tonight. Judgment will conclude tonight. That's right, Final Judgment. Tonight on the stream. That's around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, okay? Now, tomorrow, guys, tomorrow, if you can believe it, is still up in the air. And it's very frustrating for me because I want to tell you guys exactly what I'm doing so you know at all times what I'm doing. I'm just going to assume that tomorrow I'm going to be able to stream all day long. All right? I'm just assuming that because I have not heard back from my condo association regarding this maintenance that was supposed to happen tomorrow night. I asked them yesterday. They said they had no update because it was a holiday weekend and the company never responded. And now here we are a day later and I still hear nothing. So I'm just going to assume that tomorrow I'm going to be able to stream all day long. All right? So tomorrow should be interesting because the first stream I'm going to continue on with Control. 4+ hours of you know, progress in Control. And I finally got the final upgrade needed in the game to do all the side content. It's the hover ability. So I'm going to go around now and look for places where I can use the hover ability to get to areas I couldn't get to before. Namely, there's a part in the pit where I couldn't hover to, and I'm going to try that. And then there's a part where there was the rubber. Remember the possessed rubber duck? As silly as that sounds. There was a ventilation area you could hover to get to the duck. And I didn't get to it. So now I'm actually going to try to do that. So there's some optional stuff I'm going to try to do as we start up with Control tomorrow. And then what I'm going to try to do is see what else I can figure out before we continue on with the story. All right? So that's it tomorrow. Should be fun in Control. If you like that playthrough, you should be looking forward to tomorrow. I've liked the playthrough a lot. Some people hate it. I don't know. Some people think the game's boring. I actually think the game's quite good. So hopefully you guys will join me for that tomorrow. Okay, that's Control tomorrow. All right? Is all right? Is okay? All right, good. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Now this is where it was up in the air. If I can stream tomorrow night, Thursday night, I'm going to be streaming the premiere of Gears of War 5 for people who have the Ultimate Pass like I do. Xbox Ultimate Pass or whatever you want to call it. It actually releases tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which would be 6 p.m. my time, which means I can play it on the second stream. Okay? So we'll be doing it as my late stream tomorrow, 2 hours of the Gears of War 5 premiere campaign. All right? So hopefully everything works out. I can stream tomorrow night, and it'll be Gears 5's premiere. Okay? If I can't stream tomorrow night, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I was told that everything got changed, and so, what's essentially going to happen is coming up in the next couple of weeks, at some point, I'm not going to be able to stream one night, because I'm going to be told, oh, now the maintenance has to be rescheduled for this time, or whatever, and so I'm not going to be able to do a late night stream one night. So we'll see. I will let you guys know, when that happens, what's going on, okay? But right now, it just kind of sucks that I wanted to get this over with, but now it seems like it's going to be a lingering issue because of this stupid shit that's going on, okay? In fact, now that I'm saying this, I should check my email right now just to see if there's been an update. I doubt there has been, but let me check regardless. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. Last update is I haven't heard anything because it was a holiday weekend. Well, that was the fucking weekend. It's Wednesday. We still don't know anything? I guess not. I don't know. I give up. So hopefully I'll be able to stream all day tomorrow. Okay, guys? So it'll be Control and Gears 5, the premiere. Friday I'll be off. Friday I am off from streaming because I'm celebrating my wife's birthday. All right? So we will not be streaming. I will not be streaming on Friday. I'll be back on Saturday with more Gears 5. Gears 5 will be the main featured stream on Saturday. We're going to dive deep into the campaign of this game, which everyone seems to be saying is very different from previous Gears campaigns. They really apparently went all out to change the way the game is this year. We'll find out, okay? So that's going to be Gears 5 diving deep into the campaign on Saturday. Saturday night, I'm going to be playing Black Ops 4 Blackout, my weekly Black Ops 4 Battle Royale stream. I didn't get to do it yet this week. So that's going to be Saturday, okay? Sunday is up in the air. Sunday I may do more Gears, or maybe after, doing Gears for 2 days, maybe I want to break from it. So maybe more Gears, or maybe I will do more Grand Theft Auto 4. We'll see. And then Sunday night's going to be my weekly Minecraft chill stream, where I have to build a cobblestone penis. Stupid as that sounds, I have to do that Sunday night. I'm sure everyone's going to be laughing at me hilariously while I do it. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, so that's Sunday night. Then I'm still going to be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll be streaming all week long. It's actually Thursday of next week. That's going to be my next day off. So I know that's out of the norm. Usually I'm not here streaming that much, but my schedule's all different this week. So I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing to have a schedule where I'll be streaming more consistently during the week, this week. So I'll be doing all kinds of stuff. I'll be doing more Gears 5, possibly multiplayer as well. I'll be continuing on with Control and trying to finish that up in the coming week. I'll be trying to finish up my Grand Theft Auto 4 playthrough as well. And, doing more chill night streams and everything. Maybe we'll have the return of Classic Street Fighter at some point, since I might actually be able to do a night stream of it this week. We'll see. We'll see how everything pans out, okay? Now, I'm completely on the fence about Borderlands 3. I have no idea if I'm going to be playing it or not. I'm still debating it. Some people are saying if I play it, I should just play it solo, don't do co-op. And some people are like, no, if you play it solo, it's going to be incredibly boring. So I have no clue what to do. Maybe I should just fucking skip it at this point. I don't know. Of course, there's other people still screaming for me to play games like Astral Chain that I skipped. All right, so I don't know if I should do that. I don't know. What I'd like to do is play it by ear this week. Let's see how far I get in all these games. And if I end up, finishing these games up by, say, midweek, then I can make a decision on what new games I'm going to be playing, I guess. But I definitely don't want to jump the gun and say, oh, I'm going to be doing this and this and this, and then next thing you know, I'm still wrapped up in other stuff, I'm tied up in other stuff, what I meant to say. And now we've got too much stuff going on at once. All right, so let's see how this week goes. All right, but it's still a good week. It's a good week of content. Today, I'm very happy to be completing 2 games today so that we can continue on with more fun fall gaming stuff. Okay, very nice. All right, so a few updates, very positive updates for all of you guys. First of all, yesterday we hit the subscriber goal for September already. Yeah. We were down to I think it was 540 subs. And I said, if we hit 575 subs, we're going to do the Halloween horror event where people will be nominating and voting on horror games and then voting on my costume that I'll be wearing. And we did it. We hit it. I was like, holy crap. Boy, it was that fast. That was one of the fastest I think we've ever hit a monthly sub goal. Pretty insane. So then I said, okay, we're going to do a tier 2 sub goal. And if we hit the tier 2 sub goal, what I'll do is I'll commit to going out and buying some more new decorations for the office for the month of October. So for the month of October, I'll have the whole office decorated Halloween-like. I'm looking at maybe some new banners or streamers and stuff I can hang behind me, and maybe have some more decorations nearby for that month. Okay. Well, I said, well, we'll do that if we hit 600 subs. Well, guess what? I believe we're either right next to or we've already hit 600 subs. I haven't checked yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check at the end of the pre-stream just to see. But it's pretty crazy that we keep hitting the sub goals, right? So now, if we hit 600 subs, I should probably do a stretch goal 625, but damned if I know what the hell I should do for that goal. You know, I have no idea. So, I guess we're going to see. Let's see how today goes. I don't know. I don't know what to do. If people keep hitting the sub goals, I mean, and by the way, I'm very happy about this, so thank you to all of you who are subbing and people who are being supportive. I get the feeling one of the major reasons this is happening is because it's September here on Twitch, and if you don't know what that means, it means that for this month, subscriptions are discounted if you either are continuing a gifted sub that you already had for yourself, or if you're getting a sub for the first time, it's only $2.50 instead of the normal $5. So it's half price subs for the next 3 weeks. So a lot of people have been subbing and or gifting subs, and I understand why. Okay, so maybe that's one of the reasons why the subs have been great over the last couple days, right? So that's excellent. Thank you guys for that support. It's going to help out. So thank you very much for that. So yeah, if you're interested in subscribing, you know, this would be the time to do it. Do it within the next 3 weeks when it's discounted. Okay. Now also, FYI guys, FYI, Subway, that's right, the sandwich company, has a partnership with Twitch this month. Okay, I know that sounds silly, but it's true. If you use the new cheer mode Subway, if you use that while you're cheering, okay, in anyone's stream, you give 10% bonus bits to the streamer. So if you just want to give bonus contributions that don't cost you anything this month, use the cheer mode Subway to give 10% bonus bits. And that started yesterday, and supposedly it's going for the next 3 weeks. So please, if you're going to cheer today, use the Subway cheer mode, and you're going to see an 8-bit Subway sandwich spinning around in the stream chat if you use that. Okay? So there you go. It's a no-brainer that you do it. It just makes sense to do it. Okay? So September antics are going. I will let you guys know how we're doing with the subs in a few minutes here. But like I said, what I'd like to do is check the sub count at the end of the stream and see how we're doing, and we'll go from there. All right? The other thing is the thread on my forums on thekingofhate.com to nominate your favorite moments of my 11 years as a content creator for the upcoming retrospective event is live and open, and you should nominate your favorite moments, because guess what? I need nominations. We're going to use those nominations to figure out what we're going to be watching in the upcoming retrospective event. When is that event? It's going to probably happen by the end of September. What I'm actually thinking is maybe the last week of September, one of those days, we'll do the marathon. What's going to be is me watching back all these moments you guys have nominated and reacting to them and giving you behind-the-scenes commentary. In addition, this time around, I'm going to have a segment of the marathon where I'm going to watch things that I personally picked, okay, as some of my favorites over the years. So, yeah, there's a few playthroughs that in particular I think are quite funny and fun that I'd like to personally watch back with you guys during this event, and I'll be picking those out and we'll be watching those during the marathon as well, okay? So please head over to the kingofhate.com forums to the general section. That is where you're going to find the thread for nominating your favorite moments, And please do so, because the more suggestions and nominations I get, the better the event will end up being. And I'm very excited to do this by the end of the month. Okay? Fair enough? Good stuff. Okay. Alright, outside of all that, let me think. Is there anything else? Or should we move on to the next segment of the pre-stream? I think we've maybe covered everything. I think so. I don't think we have any looming or ominous questions. I think everything's been covered. Alright, so now, let us move on. Let us talk about the second segment of the pre-stream, which is the gratuitous plugs. Now, a few things. First of all, if you are a patron of mine, someone who pledges at patreon.com/darksidephil, as of last night, I have sent you your message on patreon.com, a private message regarding your perks. Please, if you are interested in getting your perks for the month of August for pledging, please respond, and I will work on getting you your perks this week, okay? So I just want to throw that out there. If those of you who are not current pledgees to my Patreon, you can check it out at patreon.com/darksidephil. Thanks to anyone who pledges. Your pledges obviously help things keep going around here, and you earn personal perks for pledging. One of the best perks, in my opinion, is getting your question answered for sure on my ongoing Q&A show, Ask the King, which will take place this month, near the end of this month, okay? So, give it a look. Thanks, everybody. I also have, a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, primarily t-shirts, but there's other stuff on there like hoodies and mugs and stickers and the like. Anything you buy from there helps me out, and you get a cool collectible, so please give that a look. That's teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. All right. But, since you guys are here live on the stream, I feel that what we should talk about is stream contributions, because, ladies and gentlemen, I am a full-time streamer. At one point, I was a full-time YouTuber, but that stopped being viable in 2017 when YouTube lost all of their ad revenue, and basically I had to adjust on the fly and change up my content. And I became an interactive streamer, and you guys have told me that it was a change for the better. You absolutely love the new style streams. I love doing them. But that means that I rely pretty much solely on stream contributions to keep stuff going and make ends meet. All right? So what I will say this up front is very simple. All right? You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all contributions during the live streams. That's why I give shout-outs and the like for them. And they keep stuff going. But understand that they are not mandatory. I'm happy to just have people come by and hang out with me on a daily basis. And, you know, to share my daily gameplay experiences with all of you is a pretty amazing thing after doing this for 11 years. Keep in mind that before I lost my office job, years and years ago, I did this for a hobby for 2.5 years and never made a dime doing it. Because I love it, not because I was trying to make money doing it like a lot of other content creators in this day and age. I did it for the love of it as a hobby first, and then I kind of fell into doing it for a living once my office job fell through and everything kind of fell apart there, okay? So that being said, thanks to anyone who contributes, but please don't feel pressured if you cannot contribute and feel like, oh man, I'm not helping Phil, this sucks. You know, don't feel like that. You just being here, being positive and interacting with people is a really great thing, and I appreciate that, I really do. Now, for those who can step up and contribute, thanks very much. I mean, you guys are the ones that are keeping stuff going, let's be honest. But don't feel like, you know, oh man, you know, don't feel bad if you can't. Let's put it that way. Okay? Alright, so now, folks, let's get to the nitty-gritty of it, shall we? On streams, use 3 ways to contribute. You can either cheer with bits, subscribe to the channel, or you can tip me. As I've already explained, currently, subs are half price for the month, and cheering, you can do 10% bonus bits by using the Subway cheer mode, okay? If you do any of those things during the live stream, I'm going to give you a shout-out as a way to say thank you for your contribution. However, please understand that there are certain criteria that I have to follow, being that I am here live on Twitch TV, and I will outline those as follows. All right, first of all, I have to abide by all of Twitch's rules, here, their terms of service. I can't say and do just anything that I want. I have to make sure it's in line with what they allow on the site, okay? So some people try to goad me into saying stuff that I can't really say here, and it's not going to work. Number 2, please understand that I like to maintain a certain chill vibe to my streams. I like to have them be more positive focused, not on drama and insults and negativity, but instead on just kind of chill and relaxing content. You watch me play a game, you see my honest reactions to said game. We all have a good laugh as we interact and have fun conversation in the stream chat. You interact with other people in the stream chat and have fun that way. That's kind of the point of my streams. You come here to avoid your daily drama. You don't want to come here and be bombarded with arguments and be bombarded with nasty toxicity and shit like that. You get enough of that in your daily life, right? You don't want to be here and have that too. So that's why I don't usually talk about controversial topics, like, for example, politics or religion, usually topics that are very argumentative. They get people all riled up and angry, and those aren't usually things that we discuss here on my streams because I want to avoid that kind of, negativity and argumentative content. In addition, please understand that I'm not going to be addressing or bringing up any kind of insults against myself or others. We don't allow that on the stream. I'm not going to be bringing up, oh, who's the latest asshole who stole my content or is illegally restreaming my content to make a buck because they're cheapskates who can't do their own fucking content. We're just not going to waste time on that shit, okay? We could talk about it till we're blue in the face, but the bottom line is that I'm here to put out positive streams every day, and I'm not going anywhere. And that's what we should be focusing on, the positive, fun, new stuff, not the negative assholes who, fly around us like buzzards because they can't do anything for themselves, right? So, that's the deal, all right? That's what I like to do on my stream. So please understand, I have no obligation to actually respond to anything. If someone's contributing and they're saying negative stuff or they're trying to derail the stream with toxic shit, I don't have to respond to it whatsoever, and there's no actual contract between myself and anyone to do any of that. And FYI, I just feel like I should say FYI so you guys know, recently, once again, some asshole tried to charge back a bunch of contributions that they had given over the past 3 months, and it didn't work. They miserably failed, and PayPal, ruled in my favor and closed all the cases. So, lest anyone think that they could come in here and try to be an asshole and try to contribute and then try to charge back and shit, it doesn't work. All right, just saying it for the upteenth time. I always win these disputes. So I don't know why people think they can get away with it, because they never do. But I should throw that out there, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for everything. Now, I appreciate all contributions, and as you see at the top of the screen, we have a Stream Stats leaderboard that I will update periodically for things such as the top cheerer and the top tipper of the stream so they can get even extra recognition. There's also a cheering leaderboard that is integrated right here into Twitch at the top of your screens. So you can see who's the top cheerer of the week up there. It gives extra recognition to them as well. The week is still young, but many a day and many opportunity here for you to get recognized for contributions, okay? So, yeah, please consider contributing in one of the various ways. They all help out. Thank you for that. I will say this. This is the truth of the matter. Right now, the best way for you to contribute is to tip me. All right, tipping me helps me more than anything else right now, and I really need your help via tips in the next 2 weeks or so, because I don't get paid by Twitch until the middle of the month, and all of my bills are coming due right now, including my mortgage, a bunch of credit cards, loans, etc. They all usually come due in the first half of the month. There's a few that come due in the second half of the month, but most of them are early on, and it completely empties out my bank account and straps me for cash for a while, and it sucks because, I got games coming up like Borderlands 3 and stuff, and I got to make a decision. Am I going to play it? If I have no money, that pretty much makes my decision for me. You see what I mean? So if you want to help me out the most, the best way is to tip me, because tips I get right away to put towards paying bills. I really need the help right now with that. So if you guys could tip me today on the stream as a chosen method of contribution, I would appreciate that. If you cannot tip me, that's fine. Understand that I'm not looking to gift horse in the mouth, and all contributions are well appreciated, but the tips help me more than anything right now. So if you can tip, please do. There's 2 ways you can tip me. If you look below the stream, there's a tips jar button that you could click on that'll take you to that section, or you can type !tip into the stream chat and it'll bring up a link they both take you to my PayPal tips page, where you can either be, leave your name in a message, or you can be completely anonymous. If you choose to hide your identity, you can do that. And also understand, you don't need a PayPal account to actually tip me. You can use a credit card or a debit card, much like any other online payment, to do an anonymous payment, and it goes through, and you don't have to go through the rigmarole of making a PayPal account. All right, I think I've now covered everything. Let us now move over to Shoutouts, the final segment of pre-stream where I give thanks to those of you who have actually contributed, and let's do it. All right. Let's see here. So, scrolling all the way down, it looks like we start off with Shock Sock, who gifted a subscription to Velser X. So thank you very much to Shock Sock for that sub overnight, and I hope that Velser X enjoys it. Also, Slie overnight did 176 big cheers, and that gave him his 10K cheer badge. So congratulations to Slie on getting your 10K bits cheer badge, and thank you for the support overnight. I appreciate that very much. Last Rambo actually started the cheering today with a 50-bit cheer. He says, why not a cheer to encourage more people to cheer? Well, A good idea. So thank you very much, Last Rambo. You got the cheering going today. You're the first cheerer of the day, so let's get you up on the leaderboard. That's Last Rambo 341. Okay. $50 bits. And then Last Rambo actually gifted a significant amount of subscriptions in the stream chat. So I'm going to read off the people who got gifted subs. Congratulations to the following. All right, we've got MadWiz23, Detractor Beam 90, Orpheus RPG, good lord, Glamorous Jarl 31, what's this? Saigana, Chris B 1302,000, Old Guy with 23 Guns, Austin Kills, and then he gifted a sub manually to Fundamental Lysis. So congratulations to all those people who received gifted subs from Last Rambo, and obviously thank you very much, Last Rambo, for all those gifted subs. Like I said, at the very end of the pre-stream tail end here, I will go ahead and check sub count. Okay. Okay. Continuing on, Captain Caveman did a 100-bit cheer using the Subway cheer mode, which gave 10% bonus bits. And he said bonus bits. Ooh. So thank you, Captain Caveman. You're the top cheerer now. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. My mouse is malfunctioning. What is going on here? Okay. That is a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Captain Caveman, for that. Babyman Gaming 123 ABC subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Babyman Gaming, for the subscription and the support. I appreciate that. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Finnabuza. No, excuse me, Finnabus. Not Finnabuza, Finnabus. So congratulations to Finnabus. And thank you for the support. Anonymous gifter, whoever you are. Darth Tonius did a 100-bit cheer with the Subway cheer mode and said bonus bits. It's pretty awesome that they give away the bonus bits, I gotta say. It's no skin off your back, nothing on your behalf, no extra work. We get to see an 8-bit spinning sub, and it gives bonus bits to the streamer. That's pretty awesome. So thanks to everyone who's doing that today. Okay, appreciate that very much. All right, Awful Waffle did a 50-bit cheer with the Subway cheer mode and says Phil's a great streamer. He has a great work ethic for all of these years. Thank you for that, Awful Waffle. Yeah, pretty consistent, huh? Like if you look back over the 11 years I've been a content creator. When I used to do this for a hobby for 2.5 years, pretty much insanely consistent. Even though I had a full-time job, I would still every night be putting out new content on YouTube. Then when I started doing this full-time in 2011, started working my ass off, every day. Videos. Like I was known as the guy who would pump out the most videos in a day and would get through games, more consistently than most other content creators because I was just working my ass off, right? Now, as a full-time streamer, I'm here 6 days a week, typically. This week is an exception because it's Kat's birthday. But typically, I'm here 6 days a week full-time, covering both new releases, chill streams. I'm doing so much stuff. And it is very nice to know that people appreciate the dedication that I put towards it because I take it very seriously. And by the way, I should bring up that I love my job. Like, I absolutely love doing this. And that's why it's pretty damned awesome that I get to do this for a living for the past, how many years? It's 2011, so 8 years of my life I've been able to do this. Pretty insane and pretty fun. All right? So thank you for that. Sentiment. The sentiment is very appreciated, Awful Waffle. Nomo Doto has resubscribed to the channel for 4 months. It says, aye, thank you, Nomo Doto, for 4 months of support. Very much appreciated. The Last Rambo did another 100-bit cheer not with the Subway cheer mode. Oh no, Last Rambo, what are you doing, man? You're killing us. You didn't use the Subway cheer mode, dude. You're killing us. All right, anyway, Last Rambo cheered. He said, "What was your favorite Subway ingredients or sandwich?" Well, quite frankly, I rag on Subway a lot. I'll be honest, I do. I rag on them a lot. There are a few things at Subway that I actually like. All right. I don't go there mostly because I don't feel that they're as good as other sandwich shops. I'm just going to be honest. But there's a few things at Subway that I think are all right. So I guess I should be fair. Since you're asking the question, I should tell you what I would actually eat at Subway if I actually were go there to eat. Okay? One of my favorites, it's called the Subway Melt. So this is the one I believe has turkey, ham, and bacon. and cheese. So usually I would get American cheese, and this is the one because it's called the melt. They always toast it, okay? So essentially what you get is a warm sandwich with some tasty meats, salty bacon, and melted cheese. Usually I would get like lettuce, tomato, some peppers on that, and then the salt and pepper mix, and then usually some ranch sauce. It's really good with ranch sauce, okay? That would be one of my go-tos, all right? Another one that I think is good, but only if you get it a certain way, is their Philly cheesesteak. The way I would usually get it is not as a typical cheesesteak. All right, what I would do, you get the steak, obviously, American cheese, and you load it up with barbecue sauce. Okay, if you give their barbecue sauce a little bit of a kick to it, so if you actually load it up with the barbecue sauce, I feel it actually tastes pretty good. Now on that, I would probably just put like maybe peppers on it. Because when you think Philly cheesesteak, you think fried onions. They don't do fried onions at Subway. You think mushrooms. They don't do mushrooms at Subway. See? The things you would normally put on a Philly cheesesteak, they don't even have at Subway. So the only thing that I would do is peppers, like green peppers probably on that. So it's good, but you're not going to put a lot on it because other stuff you would put on it wouldn't really go very well. The last sandwich that I probably think is decent at Subway is the Italian BMT. This is the one where it's like, I think it's ham, salami, and pepperoni. So it's basically all Italian-style meats. And if you get that they have that cheese bread. It's actually good on that cheesy bread because it's Italian. It goes with it. And I usually, with that, I would do a little bit of mayo and all those meats and probably like a lot of veggies. So lettuce and tomato and, the peppers and stuff like that. And then I would definitely have them toast it so that everything's nice and melted good on there. And the salt and pepper as well. That's one that I would definitely eat, okay? But in reality, I mean, just being honest, I don't really like Subway that much. I would rather go to Jersey Mike's. I would rather go to Blimpie if they still exist. I would rather go to Potbelly. I would rather go to Quiznos. Any of those I like better than Subway, okay? So, I'm not saying that absolutely everything at Subway is terrible, but it's not great, all right? Last Rainbow cheered again. He says, I meant, why isn't a cheer meter in your streams? So he's saying, why don't I have a cheer meter on the stream? Okay. Well, truth of the matter is that, number one, I feel that having meters all over the screen is kind of obnoxious. When the days or the times when I've done that has been for a special event. Like, I need to raise funds for taxes. I really need to do this. If I don't, I have serious repercussions in my life, right? Then have a meter trying to run, raise a certain amount of funds in a day to help out. You see, that's the kind of times that I would do that kind of stuff. I feel that if you use a meter on every stream, you cheapen the effects of doing it. Like, it's not special anymore if you do it every day. That's number one. Number two, I'm not exactly sure how it works with bits, but FYI, Twitch has very strict guidelines around bits and how you can use them to do stuff on streams. For example, you can absolutely never reference or say that bits have monetary value because per Twitch guidelines, they don't. All right? So if someone were to I need to raise bits so that I can do this, you can't do that. You can't do that at all. That's 100% against Twitch guidelines to do that. So if you put a cheer meter, this is our meter for the day, and I'm trying to raise this, it kind of, to me at least, for some, I would say that kind of makes it seem like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a monetary association with bits, for me at least, and so I would say that would be against the rules, right? Now, you can do the same exact thing with tips, okay? I could do a tips meter right now and have no problem whatsoever. It's only the cheering where this is kind of affects stuff. So I can understand why some people are confused. Listen, I get it. I hear ya. But that's just the guidelines of the rules of Twitch. You got to abide by, all right? So for me, I don't want, even though it may be allowed, I don't know if it is, it may be allowed to do things like a cheer meter or whatever. I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. I want to, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk violating a term of service on Twitch here and get in trouble, when in reality I don't need it. That's a tool. You're right, it's a tool to motivate people to contribute, and would it help? Maybe, but I'd rather not risk, getting into hot water over doing something like that, right? When in reality, I know I can do fine without it. Like I said, if there's a special situation where I need to raise tips in a short period of time for something, then I've used a meter before, but that's not something that I want to just have on every stream. I feel that it cheapens it, and, I would never do it for bits, okay? So there you go. Retro Jim cheered. He says, do you think Blair Witch will be worth playing for different endings? I don't know if there even are different endings. I have no idea. I haven't even beaten it one time, so I don't even know if the game has multiple endings or what affects said endings. I have no clue. So I couldn't answer that question for you because I don't know what the difference is. Man of Medan, here's a game where you have a bunch of people you're trying to survive this horrendous thing going on, on a boat, and based on your choices, people live or die. So yeah, I'm a game like Man of Medan, you might say, man, I want to replay it multiple times, see if I can get everyone to die, or see if I can get everyone to live, etc. So, I don't know, with Blair Witch, if there's multiple endings or not. So I can't really answer that question, Retro Jam. I don't know if the game would significantly change or whatever based on different actions you would take. I don't even know what actions I would have taken at this point, okay? Okay. The last Rambo cheered. He said, I tried cheering with the Subway emo, but it says the channel does not allow Subway. What? This channel does not allow Subway? Well, other people are doing it, dude. Wait, hold on. Last Rambo. I gotta ask you this. How are you trying to do it? Are you on a mobile device and you're using the app? Or are you doing it via desktop? Because I think there may be limitations to it. It may be that it only works in certain versions of Twitch right now. So, I did nothing to disable it, and people are doing it literally right now. So, I don't think that, it's definitely not disabled or anything. Okay? Fair enough. And by the way, Nihilistic Goldfish, I don't think you do, it's capital SUBWAY and then the number of bits you want to cheer. You don't need you're using an exclamation point. You don't use an exclamation point. It's just the capitalized word Subway, and then the number after that you want to cheer. That's the Subway cheer mode. Okay? Let's see here. Well, then we got a disgusting person pretending to be Jared Fogle from Subway, and they're being very disgusting. Normally I would say, oh, it's a funny joke, but it's not. It's disgusting, so you're banned. And then I received a $1 tip from someone who's a name that's racially insensitive and I can't put up on the leaderboard. So I literally cannot even put this guy's name up on the leaderboard because he's an idiot. But he says, it's good you're embracing memes now with a lot of your emotes. Would you put a snort emo up or a gout emo up? Excuse me. Well, here's the thing, okay? If I put a snort emo up, quite frankly, I don't know how it would be received. I don't think that anyone who's actually a fan of mine would use it because they know why every once in a while I have to do it. It's because I have bad post-nasal drip. It's disgusting. I've had it my whole life. If you watch my videos for 11 years, I do have to sometimes either, clear my throat or snort or both because I have to clear out my sinuses or my throat so that I can keep talking, okay? I don't necessarily think that it's in good humor to make fun of a physical ailment that someone has. It's just something that I've had my whole life. It's not going to go away, okay? So, truth of the matter is, if I added it, would it take power away from people who want to, insult me? I guess it probably would, because I don't really think it's a big deal that I do it anyway. The thing is, no one's really asked for that, okay? Same thing with a gout emo, all right? Gout is a sickness that I had years ago, all right? Does it ever truly go away? No. Because what it is an acid imbalance in your blood, okay? And when you have an acid imbalance in your blood, you have to monitor what you eat and what you drink in order to make sure you don't get a chemical imbalance with acid that would make your joints swell up again. So, that's what I've done, and I have not had any kind of a major issue at all since 2016 was the last time that I had a really bad situation with it. So you're talking 3 years that I've had almost no problems with this thing. And yet people are like, oh, you know, let's keep making fun of him for it and bringing up that at one point he had a really bad gout and he was talking to people publicly about it on streams and stuff, right? And for me, it's like, how is that funny? Or how is that even like, you know what that's like? Schoolyard bullying. There's a kid who has big ears. Let's go make fun of the kid for having big ears. That's what it is. It's like, 5-year-olds in a playground making fun of a kid for something they can't help. It's an ailment that I have. It's in my family. It's hereditary. I found out my aunt and a few other of my relatives actually had this over the years. And now that I know I have it, I do everything that I can to make sure that it doesn't affect me anymore. And it hasn't for about 3 years. I've had no problems with it. So why are we going to make an emote about it? You see what I mean? Like, it basically means that people want to insult me constantly about things that aren't like, okay, make fun of my post-nasal drip because it's a physical ailment I can't help. I'm sick. I'm sick. It's a sickness. Oh, let's make fun of Phil because he had gout at 1.3 years ago. It's like, why are these things funny? And the truth of the matter is, they don't affect my daily content. They're not things that really get brought up a lot. The only people who bring them up are people who want to hurt me or insult me, right? So why are we going to bring those up on stream by making emotes? Now, compare that to Why Am I Toxic? That's a reference to a silly thing that happened in a playthrough, a Dark Souls playthrough years ago, that stupid kids basically said to, oh, why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Yeah, it's so funny. So I said, okay, fine. What we'll do is we'll own it. We'll make an emote of it. It takes away its power because now people have the ability to do it. It's condoned in the chat, right? The thing is, if I start condoning every little thing that's actually meant to insult me, the whole chat will just be insults. And that's not what we want. As I said, these streams are not meant to be toxic streams of stupid shit. There's streamers out there who do that. Their entire stream is just toxic insults. That's not what my streams are about. You're not coming here to just see someone get completely destroyed on a stream. Trust me, rest assured, I know there's people out here that's what they want my streams to be. They just want my stream to 100% be insult, 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 attack, attack, make fun of Phil, make fun of Phil. And that's not what it's going to be. That's not what this shit's about. It's supposed to be about fun gameplay. It's supposed to be about having a good time with games, not about just constantly insulting someone on a fucking stream. Okay? So that's why I'm not going to allow that stuff. Okay? Don't understand. It's not because, oh, Phil has such thin skin that he won't even joke about that stuff or whatever. That's not true. But sadly, there's people who just don't understand the difference between every once in a while ragging on someone versus, doing it every constant second. It's called moderation, and people sadly just don't have a lot of self-control in regards to that. I know if I had emotes of this shit, the entire fucking stream would be that. Okay? Sounds good? Alright. Makes sense? Alright, let's continue on. Last Rambo resubscribed for 5 months and said sub anniversary. Thank you, Last Rambo, for a 5-month resub. Then Last Rambo did a 300-bit cheer with the Subway cheer mode and said, you're actually right, it only works on desktop. So apparently this Subway cheer mode that gives bonus bits to the streamers only works on the desktop version of Twitch. See? Which we didn't know, now we know. So thank you, Last Rambo, for the 300-bit cheer. Let's continue on. Eternal Napalm did a 50-bit cheer with the bonus Subway cheer mode, and he says, as a live interactive streamer, isn't the point to interact with chat? I don't get why people criticize you for having chat give tips during games. Well, there's 2 reasons, Eternal Napalm, while I feel people have issue. The first is, there's people out there who used to watch me back in the day. Keep in mind, I was a full-time YouTuber from 2011 until 2017. That's 6 years. That's a long time, man. So for 6 years, people got used to this style of gameplay where it was me playing a game, isolated, not really interactive, with anything. It was kind of like me playing games by myself and giving live commentary, a lot of, improvisational commentary, jokes, etc., based on what was going on in the game. And when you watch that content, it's like, wow, I feel like I'm sitting in the room next to Phil while he plays a game. That's great, but that really stopped being viable when YouTube lost all their ads in 2017, and it became a site where you can't really make a living anymore, okay? So when I had to become an interactive streamer, now, it's about interaction with the stream chat and getting people engaged or whatever, okay? But a lot of people aren't used to that still. It's been 2.5 years since I became an interactive streamer. Some people still have issue with it. Seriously, some people still have issue with the fact that I am interactive and it's not just me playing the game isolated anymore. I know some people are just that resistant to change that 2.5 years later, they're still not figuring this out, okay? So that's number one. Number two, there are a group of people, and I would say it's probably a large group of people, who watch me play games to fail. The reason they're really watching my stream isn't because they want to have a good time, isn't because they want to see how a game plays. They just want to make fun of me. And so because of that, they want to see me struggle. They want to see me run in circles, not be able to figure out a puzzle. They want to see me have tough fights against bosses that I can't figure out. Essentially, they just want to see me rage and be suffering all the time. This is the kind of people they are. They're basically fucked up people. It's one thing, okay, I want to see Phil have some challenge, and I understand that. You don't want to see my handheld constantly in every single moment of every game spoiled so that there's zero challenge and I coast through everything. I understand that, and I don't allow that, by the way. When I'm playing a brand new game for the first time or a game that I'm playing for the first time, I allow myself to try to take on the challenge first before I would look to the stream chat for help. All right? But some people don't want any help. They just want me to suffer endlessly. They want me to have pain and misery. They revel in the misery of me, the streamer. Why? Because they're mentally fucked up people. Normal people don't enjoy that. Normal people actually want to see happiness and success and fun and triumph and laughter. They don't want to see suffering, suffering, suffering. But there's a fucked up group of people out here who like that because they're mentally fucked. Okay? So, that's the deal. It's just that simple. But you're right. It's an interactive stream for 2.5 years. You think people would have gotten used to me getting some advice and stuff from stream chat, but some people just want to complain no matter what, because these are the people, as I said, I was talking about this on Sunday, there's a group of people out there that are hyper-focused on me, and you would think, oh, they're his biggest fans. No, they act like fans in the regards that they watch all my content, but they do the opposite. Instead of saying, wow, that was good content, that's real fun, Phil, we support you in everything you do, it's the opposite. Wow, that was terrible content, and Phil sucks, and everything he does we hate him. We want to do everything we can to detract and defame and slander him. It's kind of it's the anti-fan. The anti-fan, or I was saying, what's the opposite of a fan? A NAF, N-A-F, the backwards fan, right? They're backwards fans. They still watch all my shit. Some people even contribute monetarily and stuff to the streams, but then they just want to shit on me constantly and say I'm like the worst human on the planet, okay? Pretty stupid. All right, let's continue on. Did everything correct, cheers. So with the snorting, I think he's saying to have fun with it and laugh at yourself. Who cares? Ricky Berwick made the best with his handicap. I don't know who Ricky Berwick is. But, see, to me, if I have to snort or whatever to clear out my sinuses, I don't see that as a big deal. It's just something that I've done my entire life. I don't like doing it. I think it's disgusting too. But I just have to do it so I don't fucking choke. Okay? So it's a necessary evil, and I just do it and move on. It's other people who seem to have issue with it. Oh, we got to make a big deal and say that he did it, and now we're going to say we're grossed out for fucking 10 minutes in the stream chat. It's like, how about you become a mature adult, and you say, okay, it happened, whatever, move on. You know, if you don't make it a big deal, it's not a big deal. It's people who give this kind of shit negative power. You know what I mean? Solidus Jared is a troll who's banned, so thank you for the cheer, Solidus Jared, the dumb troll. Kate cheer. And use the Subway cheer mode. Thank you for that. It says, happy Wednesday, Phil. Also, since you have Hulu, Touch should check out this mini-series about Wu-Tang Clan before they became Wu-Tang Clan. Actually, I saw that on there, but I didn't watch it yet. It's like I told you guys, I don't have a lot of time to watch TV. I haven't watched any wrestling this week at all. Tonight, I'll try to catch up on it a little bit because Kat will be at work, so I'll watch a little bit of it when I get to relax. But I don't really have a lot of time to watch TV anymore. What I do watch is I try to watch wrestling and get caught up with it when I can, and that's about it. That's about all I got time for. So, let's see. 289 Hippo, I guess, did a 50-bit cheer and says, why can't you use a mute button when you know you have to clear your throat? Some of us listen on headphones, and it's pretty aggressive. Because, quite frankly, I don't know when I'm going to have to do it, and it's something that I just do naturally when I'm talking all day. It's not like, oh, I feel like now there's a tickle in my throat, and I have to clear my throat. Or, oh, all of a sudden, my sinuses have been clogged, and now I have to snore, so let me plan this out so I can hit a mute button, you know? Like, it's just something that spontaneously happens, I deal with it, and we move on. And like I said, if you're a mature adult, and you're not going to make a big fucking deal about it, you get used to it, you move on, say, okay, it happened, big deal, right? versus, oh, I'm just going to be here and let it rag on him and let it, it's stupid. It's not a big to do. It's not like, oh man, I have to snort to clear my sinuses. It takes 14 minutes. No, it takes like 2 seconds. So if you can deal with every once in a while for 2 seconds at a tear, I have to do something gross because of a physical condition that I have and I can't help, be a fucking adult and deal with it. Versus, oh, I'm a spoiled child who can't deal with 2 seconds of discomfort out of a 6+ hour stream. And that's the truth of the matter. I want absolute pleasure for every moment of every fucking stream that I watch, brother. I want pleasure every moment. How dare there be 2 seconds of discomfort, brother? Just grow up. How about that? Rick Grimes Dimes tipped me $1.05. Okay? And he says, some channels on Twitch have a new channel points counter at the bottom of the screen that goes up the longer I'm in the stream. Your channel doesn't have it. Do you know what this feature is about? And Gears 5 has an 86 Metacritic score. Well, that's a good sign, I guess. So this is a new feature that they just added on Twitch, and I just found out about it from one of my moderators last night, and we're currently in discussions about how it could work in my channel. I guess what it's supposed to be is a new channel points system, that things you do in a channel earn you points for that said channel. So just watching the channel, you earn points by positively contributing in the channel. I don't know if that means just chatting or if it means subbing and cheering. I have no idea. I don't know yet how the system works, but apparently that kind of stuff, it'll accumulate points in the channel. All right. Now, from what I'm to understand, once you accumulate points in a channel, as a broadcaster, you then have the ability to choose to give rewards for people who've earned a certain amount of points. So let's say, for example, you accumulate a certain amount of points for one day. I can give you the ability to use the Jasper emote, even if you're not a subscriber to the channel. Okay? So just by watching the channel, by being a positive influence in the channel, chatting and the like, you may be able to earn the ability to use the Jasper emote just for one day. Okay? Now that's what I'm understanding. I don't know if that's exactly how it works because I haven't messed with it yet, and I didn't even know this existed until last night. One of my moderators told me about it, and I was like, that sounds interesting. But how would we implement it? And is there a way that this could be abused? Is this a way that it could be basically, used for not good stuff? I don't know. So we're kind of talking about it right now. And I think what I'll do is I'll continue to look into it. And if you guys figure out a positive implementation for this, like let's say, oh, I was on another channel and they used it a really neat way, here's how, feel free to share that information. I would definitely be happy to do that. But here's the thing. If you just make it so everyone can use all the emotes for free constantly, then what is the incentive to sub? You see what I mean? So what we would have to do is figure out the happy medium. Yeah, give a little bit of a reward for people who are positive people in the chat, but don't sub. And so maybe every once in a while they could use an emote, but don't make it so you give the whole thing away and now no one wants to sub. You see what I mean? You got to find the balance between that works. So I guess we'll find out. All right, let me look into that, Rick Grimes Dimes. And by the way, you're the top tipper of the day, and I can actually put your name on the leaderboard because it's not offensive. So thank you for that. And then I received another $1 tip from Dolan Dark, so we're up to $3 in tips today. And he says, I agree with you about the snort emote. What about making a taxes emote? Well, again, here's the thing. All right. I don't want my personal problems to become running things in my stream. And the truth of the matter is, yes, was there a time when I was talking about taxes and everything constantly? Absolutely. But I don't really do that much. On the regular, it's only if there's a situation where I absolutely have to because I need help or something, right? So, you're right. At one point, it was a big thing on my streams. It's really not that much all the time. And the truth of the matter is, once gameplay starts, none of this is a factor. Once I start playing a game, you don't hear me constantly talking about problems in my personal life that I need help with financially and stuff. None of that, right? It's about the game. So for me, if I were to make a taxes emote, and all of a sudden everyone starts spamming a taxes emote, people would be like, what the fuck is this? I came for gameplay, I'm watching a game, and all of a sudden everyone's talking about taxes. What is this about? And all it would do is derail the stream. Okay? So, there you go. That's why I'm not going to do that, okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, first thing I'd like to do is give a shout out to the top cheerers of the week. Thank you to the top cheerers so far this week. Number 10 is Silas Darko. 9th place is a tie between Big Sloppy Meat and K. Diaz. 7th place is Darth Tonius. 6th place, Retro Jim. 5th place, Insomniatic Meat. 4th place goes to Golden Colts. 3rd place, Vash. 2nd place, The Last Rambo. And 1st place, Orcs or Dorks. So thanks to everyone for the cheers this week. And in addition to all of that, let's check sub count. We're up to 603 subs. Dude, guys, we have smashed the sub goals. So at this point, I really don't see a reason to list the sub goal anymore. Basically, here's what's happening. We're doing a Halloween event. All right. You're going to be able to nominate and vote on horror-themed games for said event. You're going to be able to vote on the costume I wear during the event. And I'm going to decorate the office for Halloween, and I'm going to get some new decorations this year. So this month of October will be a whole month of decorations and stuff. Okay? So we smashed it. We destroyed it. We're 603 subs. I'm not even going to keep going with sub goals. We did it. We beat it. We did it. We did it together. Thanks to everyone who subscribed, everyone who gifted subs. It's much appreciated. Okay? What I'd like to do now is end the pre-stream. I have to use the bathroom pretty badly. It hit me within like the last 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh God, my guts. So give me like 5 minutes to use the bathroom, and then we're going to finish up Blair Witch. People are saying there's around 3 hours left, and then we'll have some fun. All right? So thank you guys very much. Give me a few minutes to use the restroom, and then we're going to begin here with the conclusion of Blair Witch. Thanks, everyone, and I'll be back shortly.